All right, in this Thursday Throwdown, we're serving you guys two different type of stories, but it's connected to this week's theme. Is marriage worth it? Now, Malcolm Jamal Warner is gone, rest in peace, but the marriage is still in court. 1 year after his death, his widow is suing the mother.
Everything about Malcolm Jamal Warner. Well, this week, fortunately, marks 1 year since the actor drowned while on vacation with his family. They were in Costa Rica. His wife, Tanisha, is now suing over issues to do with his estate in a dispute over money,
Claiming Malcolm failed to honor financial promises that was due to her in the prenup.
His widow, Tanisha Warner, is taking legal action in Georgia and California over his family trust and what she alleges are at least $1.3 million in unfulfilled financial obligation.
And while that is happening, Anthony Edwards just had his child support payment lowered in Georgia.
Y'all remember the whole Anthony Edwards, Aisha Howard child support situation? Well, I'm sure it didn't turn out how she expected, but this is a major win for him. Anthony Edwards has officially been ordered to pay $3,222 per month in child support for his daughter with Aisha Howard. This is according to court documents. And I'm sure she thought with his $200 million NBA contract that she was going to get way more per month.
Two successful men, two completely different situations. Anthony is not married. Malcolm was. Now, some people say Malcolm did it the right way, and Anthony is out there being loose with his seed. But either way, both of them had kids with women, and now they're using the kids for their own selfish gain. Because Malcolm made it legal, the mother of his child is going after millions. Anthony didn't, so the mother of his child is only getting a smaller piece.
One, Anthony Edwards, whoever your lawyer is, he is Hall of Fame level defense, because this is kind of crazy for you to sit here and be like, all she would realistically, and I know saying all to regular people, but just to trying to get 5 bands a month, to me ain't even crazy, because it's Anthony Edwards. Like Anthony Edwards, I think I just literally seen something, I maybe even put it in his jump, going up for his next contract after this season, he could be reaching like a $400 million deal. And realistically, I feel like that sounds kind of low for Anthony Edwards, so that may just kind of be just a number somebody threw out there. But let's just keep that just in the back of your mind when you sitting here saying, oh, $3,200, $3,300 a month.
And trust me, Anthony Edwards is planning like this because he's sending a message to this drifter. You're not going to use my emotions as a father to get a lifestyle out of me by using my daughter. Okay? Because I guarantee you, to all the people who saying he not in his daughter's life, I guarantee you in 5, 10 years or even later, he'll be in his daughter's life. But he has to play this hardball because there's people out there trying to get lifestyles just by laying on their backs. And Malcolm have been dead over a year, but because his wife was legally married to him, she feels entitled to something. So this is one reason why she filed a lawsuit, because she said Malcolm promised her all kind of stuff. But what he did is he had a trust set up. This estate was set up back in 1996, damn near 20 years before he even met her. And his mother is in charge of it. That's who controls it. The woman who's been knowing him his whole life, who guided his career as his manager. Common sense would tell me if he wanted his wife to have more, he would have changed the trust years ago. But he didn't. He trusted his mother.
Tanisha is asking the court to declare her an omitted spouse, entitled to a statutory share of Malcolm's 1996 trust, which he created when he was 26, unmarried, and had no children. Under the trust's terms, 70% of its assets would go to Pamela, 15% to Malcolm's father, and 15% to his half-sister, leaving no specific provision for Tanisha or their daughter.
And Tanisha has a PhD, so you would think she would be able to go get work. Unlike Anthony's baby mother, who has a PhD in finding young rich men and taking advantage of them. This is why she tried to go back to court and get more money. Anthony had already been paying $20,000 up front, followed by $5,000 per month the beginning of January 2025. By the time the trial, he had paid approximately $100,000, over $100,000. But a judge ordered him to pay almost $3,200 a month going forward. That is lower than the $5,000 a month. Even the judge knows you can't trust a woman who will glue hair down on her forehead. He is clearly sending a message to the glue crew queen. Stop trying to make this about money and go get a damn job.
I really love how Anthony Edwards is handling this baby mama, Aisha Howard. I really do. Because, girl, your old ass, you really thought that you hit a lick on a young nigga with that bag by having a baby. And it just didn't go as planned. And she keep running to the courthouse to try to get more money. Girl, what the fuck did you do with that $1 million that he gave you? You spent it for yourself? Not even towards the child. I really love the way that this nigga is handling this baby mama. And I genuinely hope that she continues to not get the shit that she wants out of him. Because you knew what the fuck you were doing. Off the muscle. Off top.
I don't understand why women think just because they got a child with a man and he's worth $400 million, that the kid has got to be worth $400 million. When all you did was just sleep with him and he was a younger man, you tricked him into it. Now, of course, Anthony has to be accountable for all this, especially going forward. A lot of athletes know this is the game these women are playing. But what these two stories are showing you, whether you do it the right way or you loose with your seed, these soul diggers don't care about anything but trying to get everything you own. Just give me your soul. All I want is your soul. Soul diggers, because taking your money isn't enough. Because see, I find it very strange that Malcolm's wife was asked about the day he died and she couldn't answer it straight.
So on that particular day, you were on vacation. So were you there first and then he joined?
Well, you know, the moments of that day, they occupy my body so deeply. So it's really hard for me to sort of relive what all of that was and to think about it, because it just breaks me in a way that makes it hard for me to sort of stay steady.
Now, I'm not going to get into my theories about what could have happened because I don't have proof, but I find it very suspicious that she didn't want to answer that question, but want to talk about $1 million life policy that he was supposed to have.
I reached out to her and she said it was a formality. This is not a lawsuit that she wanted to file because it's based on what Malcolm, they had a prenup, and apparently there's an issue, not apparently, there is an issue with Malcolm's mom and Tanisha clearly.
This just goes to show you, if you are a successful man, you have to be extremely careful in every aspect of your life. The question is not whether a woman deserves everything a man promised legally made. The question is, if Malcolm agreed to something in writing, she has the right to ask the court to enforce it, right? But the real question is this: why are so many men treating marriage like a romantic decision when the consequences are legal, financial, and permanent? Anthony Edwards shows the risk of creating a financial obligation without marriage. Malcolm Jamal case shows the marriage, a prenup, and a family trust can still leave behind unanswered questions. Until the next one, the truth will set you free.